Hey guys, this is Tom Hanks. Welcome to another stream. Today I'm going to stream the second race in the 1998 Sport Sedan Challenge. Welcome to everyone who's already joined. Sorry for being silent there for a moment. I'm gonna fire up BeamNG right now. Hello Costco and hello Lennox. How are you two doing today? Okay, let me see. Sorry, I'm gonna have to BRB and put this screen on for a second. I'm good. I'm good. Hello Tess, how are you doing? Hello John 287. Welcome. All right. So today we will have the second race in the 1998 Sport Sedan Challenge, and it'll be at Hirochi Medium. Since we only have 22 or since we eliminated the slowest 5 cars last time, we only have 22 cars today. I'm good. I've played some Forza Horizon 5 earlier today, and yeah, that was a bit of fun because one of my real life mates is now also gonna play with us because he got Xbox Game Pass gifted, so he can play Forza Horizon 5 as well. So that'll be fun. As always, I'm gonna warm up with my own cars, so actually just noticed okay, now the power and torque graph are working again. There was a BeamNG update between the first race and the second one, so never mind, it's not working again. It's back to not working. Man, this thing is drifty. You'll have to excuse me here. I'm getting used to not just this car here, but which is my own car, by the way. So that's no excuse. It shouldn't be an excuse, but also my actual excuse is that I'm now used to Forza Horizon 5 physics, which are very different from BeamNG physics. Hello, I'm KR. Welcome to the stream. It was a pretty clean run so far, at least. About as clean as this car is gonna go. Not so much anymore. I jinxed it. A 128.9, which is garbage, but we'll take what we can get. I'm just gonna disable the power and torque curve UI, because when it's not working, it's not of any use to anyone. So just admit you're drunk. So UI apps, because when you see here, it's working. And actually, don't need this either. Okay. Okay, so they're not actually disabled. Everyone's joining the stream. Sorry, I can't respond to everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just gonna reset this run. I gotta get used to actually driving clean. A little bit of a wiggle on exit is fine. See, that was over a second quicker up until that checkpoint than before. One 124, 125, 126.8. Okay. Whew. And then a neat trick in Beam's car selector. You can hide Beam cars to get faster to automation cars. Oh, so you mean you can kind of hide all of these standard, all of these like default Beam cars? Oh yeah, okay. Never thought about that, to be honest. Is it in here in these settings, or is it in the main menu? In source tab. Source, there it is. And then, nope. There we go. Hang on, we should have 24 cars because 22 competitors and 2 of mine. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay, good. Fine. Everyone's here. So let's get started with a Peugeot 605 V12. Or should we go in reverse order of how they finished last time? Out of the ones that weren't disqualified. No, let's go in alphabetical order and do the other thing next time. Also, is it just me, or do different tracks in Beam actually have different grip levels? Is that a thing? I mean, it would make sense. Whoa. I wasn't expecting this car to understeer straight on there. It's not just you. And the Peugeot will set at 130.8. I did actually notice as well that, for example, when we did the supercar challenge, the Spa track had noticeably more traction than the automation track. So I'm thinking maybe that's because the Spa track is obviously a mod, whereas the maybe all of the official tracks have the same grip level. I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking that might not be the case either. Next is the Ams Arietis, which was, oh god, no, I can't find it on the spreadsheet. Who was that? Oh, that was by ABG7. 5.5 liter V8, 400 horsepower. Is it always understeered like that? Or was this the car where I already complained about understeer in the first race? Because I remember there was one and it was blue, so it might have been this one. Engine is strong though. Obviously you can correct the understeer with a bit of throttle, but you don't want to go too far down that path either. Screw that cone. Didn't want that there. Sent it flying. And that's gonna be a 130.2 for the AMS. So that's in the lead for now, but we've got 20 more cars to go, so we'll see how that we'll see where that ends up in the end. Next is not my car, but next is the Avionics Ti V8. That one was sent by Alenko Alpha. And that has a 5-liter V8 with 376 horsepower. This is the most balanced handling car so far. But it feels like it's a little bit slower than the other two in a straight line. Yep. It's gonna come in third place out of 3 at the moment, and that's so simply because it didn't feel as quick in a straight line, or it probably wasn't as quick in a straight line. The next is the Bakerfield Grand Moretti VSR 511 Custom. And I'm sure I'm gonna have no complaints about power on this one. Or if I do, then that there's too much of it. Because as a little reminder, this has an 8.4 liter V10 with 533 horsepower, so This is as neat as you're ever gonna see me drive this car, so this would be a great drift car. A little bit messy there. Ah. And that'll settle it. Now, if you recall, in the supercar challenge there were a couple of front engine entries that were not able to put down any of the power that they made, and that as a result they would come last anyway. And so there I decided I'm just gonna drift them on the last track, but I'm not doing that with this, because this actually scored last time. This was actually a pretty quick car. But trust me, it's not an easy task to keep this thing under control. Because they always need to be just slightly on the power, because off power it has a little bit of a tendency to understeer. But obviously, once you apply just a little bit too much power, all hell breaks loose. Whew. That wasn't even on power. This is a Viper wearing a Crown Vic body. It's the best way I can describe this. And with an auto transmission, obviously. .918. Still the fastest so far, and as we saw, we went pretty sideways there on 2 occasions, and kind of sideways on a lot of more occasions. So, but it's about as clean as I'm gonna get with this car. Next is the Brixley Sentinel. And across the line. The Brixley Sentinel was sent in by Madrias, and that has a 7-liter V10 making 404 horsepower. Now this car, on the other hand, was very easy to drive, but apparently it was just lacking the pace. It was just lacking the oomph a little bit. Even though it makes 404 horsepower, which is good, it is also, I think, the heaviest car in the field, or one of the heaviest anyway. And so relative to other cars with similar horsepower, it's about 150 to 200 kg heavier. And so that's why it's not as fast as some of the others. Next is the Centauri Boulevard CPV427 by Nile of Tara. Wait, what? 145.06? That can't be right. We're gonna correct the time from the Brixley after this car. It was a 131.8 something. Whoa, the brake bias there is apparently quite rearward. So it oversteers when braking. Okay. This one also nicely balanced, apart from maybe the brake bias, but maybe a little bit down on power compared to some of the other cars. Even though it is a 7-liter V8 with 363 horsepower. But it weighs 1730 kg, so still, nice effort. Second place so far out of the cars that went. Next is the DAW C458S. And that is from a DJ. Interesting that a huge Crown Vic with a 7-liter V8 can be nicely balanced. Yeah. I mean, the suspension on that one was actually very nice. It didn't understeer very much. It didn't oversteer too much either. Really, not bad. And by the way, we will eliminate the 5 slowest cars again today, so... Whoa, okay. That was miles of understeer. So let's see, final straight. And that's a 130.595. It looks like a viscous diff because it does sometimes let go, but it feels viscous diff because it's not quite like an open diff, but it's almost there. I don't know for sure. I don't remember off the top of my head what kind of diff this really has, but it feels like a viscous. Next is, where are we? Here, the GSI Sabine SSM. And that was by Opposite Lock. And yeah, I think the Bakerfield held the lead for quite a while last time until the Kehita, I think. let's see. Come on, come on, come on. 129.093. So the Bakerfield stays in the lead, but the GSI Sabine will be in second place for now. Yeah, I think since we went in alphabetical order last time as well, I think the Gt was the first one to overtake the Bakerfield last time, if I remember correctly. And there it goes. There it comes. Well, a little bit behind the pace on some of the others here. Definitely not because of the engine. And this is where I think that the fact that different tracks seem to have different grip levels comes into play, because I don't remember saying last time about this car that it had a tendency to understeer, which it feels like it does today. So today it feels like it understeers more than what it did last time. So 129.9 this time for the Gt, not taking the lead. You had some bad changes there? Yeah. I guess so, but then first gear is really long, so sometimes it just wants to be somewhere between first and second, I guess. So that might be a factor there. Next is the Ludwig Swanson 437 SPM by Discord user Hey, I guess. Test for round win. We'll see. I mean, I'd be surprised given how sideways that lap was, but you know. And I'd also be surprised if no car was faster than my own, because at the moment the fastest time on the board is still my own car. So me building the fastest car for once, that would be a big surprise. I don't know, this car just feels a little bit underpowered. That Boxer 6 definitely could have used some turbos. On 29, 130, 130.922. Next in line is the Mara Caveller Mark II AMM 4.6 by Andy D. So this has a 4.6 liter V8, 300 horsepower, and I'm pretty sure I said about this one that it was very, very well balanced suspension wise, and in terms of handling one of the best, but it lacked a little bit of power. So maybe at Hirochi the roles are going to be reversed. Maybe here it's going to be really good, because it handled so well. Well, this track does still have quite a few straights where power definitely matters, like the one we're on right now. And it definitely feels underpowered. Compared to the competition, anyway. 128, 129, 130, 131.917. Yeah, so that's last place right now. Well, I'm sure this will do better at East Coast, at the street course, because there the handling is top priority. Next is the Matsuma Tiger Gt. That one was sent in by... where are we? Martin 2010. I was also hoping for more, but then, you know, yeah, the car does have quite a few. This track does have quite a few straights where, you know, the power difference matters. A bit of traction issues there on exit. That gear change from the gearbox again. But I guess just first gear is too long. $26, $27, $28, $29.423. Actually quicker than I was expecting. Yeah, my car. Okay, so my car has a 3.8 liter turbo V12. It makes 375 horsepower, but well over 500 newton meters of torque, or actually not well over it, like just over 500 newton meters. It was like 510 or so newton meters. I don't remember exactly. But it just has so much mid-range torque. It just pulls anywhere, out of every corner. It pulls really hard. And yeah, I guess the gearing is that I set up for it also matches that engine well, so it's actually one of the quicker cars in a straight line, even though it is not very powerful compared to some of these cars. Next is the Megacom Harrio V9 by Lennox V10 though, so that'll be one of the top contenders probably, because it came second last time. Very short gearing. But that might be an advantage, given that we're dealing with automatics here. This thing feels like it's flying right now. Actually went a little bit too quick there. Bit leery there on that braking zone, but we're going again now. And when we're going in this car, we're going quick. And 126.474. I told you there'd be at least one car that's faster than mine. So yeah, setting a blistering new best time was the Megacom Harrio V9. And the reason it grips up so well is because it has a 3.1 liter turbo V8 flat plane that doesn't have like a crazy amount of torque, And so it doesn't want to spin the wheels as much as some of the other cars with higher horsepower numbers. And it weighs 1527 kg, which is reasonably light compared to most of the other cars. It's actually one of the lighter ones. We'll see what that time is worth though, because now we're gonna see IMKR's lap, or my lap with his car anyway, which is two entirely different things. So the Never Gonna Run Around and Desert You is up next. And I hope for top 4. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Bit of understeer through there. And a bit of oversteer through there, but okay, there I was late for the late on the brakes. I don't know what it is. It's probably my line there, but here we go. Can't get rid of the cone. Come on. This car isn't supposed to be that hard to drive. And another drift. So definitely a strong effort from the Never Gonna Run Around and Desert You already, but I think it's gonna finish behind the Megacom, but by how much? Oh, not very much. 127.13. Very strong performance. So this is gonna make things interesting because Lennox needs people to get people in between himself and and I'm KR if he wants to catch up overall, but there's only a bit over 6/10 between the two cars. Next is the Noctua Abingdon Meta, which, if I remember correctly, wasn't among the top cars last time. Yeah. That was sent in by a festival. Teacup's car is one of them that can get in between. Aaron's car definitely, or potentially even he might even come first again. Other than that, the TMC Gehenna did very well last time, so we gotta watch out for that too. MKR did a 127.1. Open diff live on this one, and then also, yeah, this feels like one of the cars that's gonna be eliminated today. $131.374. So if this gets eliminated, then the Brixley and the Mara will get eliminated too, and I would hate to see the Mara go. But if it's not powerful enough, then it can't be a competitive sports sedan. Next up, it's gonna get interesting again. The Placard Admiral GT by Teacup. So we'll see if this can get in between the Megacom and the Never Gonna Run Around and Desert You. A 6/10 gap is something where you could potentially see Teacup's car even be quicker than the Megacom, which wouldn't help Lennox at all in the overall standings. But we'll see how it plays out. Man, this is quick. This really gets a move on. Like, this is honestly stupid fast. Bit of a mistake there on my end. But this is gonna take the lead. 125.934. So we have a new leader. So, and by the way, Linux, you can ignore it this time because that's my own car. So now IMKR is second at the now IMKR is third for now, and then you are second right now. Next is the Subaru Wakaliga BDB by, I think, Edsel. Yeah, indeed. There was a small cut there, but there was also a mistake right after. So I don't think that was what made the difference. It genuinely felt like the quicker car. Man, this is just coming from the placard and the never gonna run around and desert you to this. Reminds you that not you know, like a normal car just feels like it's so severely outclassed by the really good ones. $130.369 for the Subaru. Next is the TMC Gehenna limited edition by Luke T, the boss, and this came third last time, so watch out for this one. What are we looking at with this one? It's a 3.7 liter turbo straight 6 with 504 horsepower, so yeah, in the straights this is phenomenal. But here it just feels like it understeers a little bit. I didn't get that impression from it last time, but I guess that confirms that different tracks do indeed have different grip levels. It is still a quick car though. Twenty-five, 26, 27.789. So this comes behind IMKR's car. Not looking that good for Lennox in terms of making up points towards IMKR. They're only separated by 1 place right now. Next is the car that that won on the automation track, and that was sent in by Aaron with pizza. So you can read the name for yourself. And this comes with a 3.8 liter turbo V8 with 540 horsepower. Just don't use first after launch and you will be golden. Yeah, I wasn't planning on using it after launch. And by the way, I'm gonna try whether or not I even need first for the launch or whether it actually launches better in second. So let's see. Let's try launching in second. I don't know what was better. Jesus, the power oversteer is around every corner in this one. Just like it was with the Bakerfield, only that this car is 400 kilograms lighter. Oof. Okay, I'm really gonna have to concentrate here because finishing a lap with this is not that easy, but we're almost there. And that's a 127.129. Oh no, that's 1/1000th of a second faster than IMKR's car. So this does come between Lennox and IMKR. Well. With that, let's move on to the next car. The Vitek Phantom. I mean, you literally can't make that up. 1/1000th of a second. It doesn't get closer than that. This has issues with unpredictable oversteer. It doesn't always oversteer when you expect it to. But it often does oversteer. Sometimes a bit too much. Yeah, this isn't gonna be among the top positions, I don't think. Will it be eliminated though? That's the question now. It's not just a race about who wins, but also who stays in the competition, you know? Says 8, 9, 130, 130.775 should be enough, maybe? Yeah, there's at least 5 cars behind it there. Okay, see ya, I'm KR. Next is the Wmd Tr1 by Deuce the Truth. And that came 4th last time, so this also has a chance of, you know, competing near the top here. This has a 3.3 liter twin turbo V10 with 432 horsepower, which is pretty good. And so is the weight at only 1528 kg. Only a regular auto in this one though. I wonder what led to the decision of going twin turbo V10, but then only regular auto rather than advanced auto. I'm guessing you couldn't afford the advanced auto anymore because you had that V10. But in that case, why not go V8 and then advanced auto? You should have the budget left over for the advanced auto if you make a same size engine but a V8 rather than a V10. Because the V10 is more complex to make, so it costs more. This is still a very quick car though. But definitely held back by the gearbox. And you see right there, it should have downshifted. $127, 128.091. I'm really curious as to what this could do with an advanced auto. Because for most of that lap, it felt like it was right there with the best. Anyway, 128.091. And last but not least, the Wohlhabend Vorstandsklasse Sport V8 by Hugo Oyon. And that has a 5.4 liter V8, 360 horsepower, weighs 1779 kg. Well, this just feels a little bit underpowered. And a little bit of understeer mid-corner there as well. So can it hold on and stay in the competition if I drive properly? I don't know what kind of diff this has either. It might be a viscous. .749, so that will be enough to stay in the competition. But Teacup taking the race with a 125.934 ahead of Lennox with a 126.474. Then we have Aaron, then we have IMKR, and then we have Luke T, the boss, followed by Deuce the Truth. So the cars that will be eliminated will be the Mara in last place, sadly. I would really like to see that on the street course. The Brixley, the Noctua, the Avion, and also the Ludwig Swanson. Yeah, indeed. I'm looking forward to the next race as well, and I think it's gonna be a really not only a very interesting race, but it'll also be interesting to see what happens like after that. What kind, like where does the Megacom place relative to the Never Gonna Run Around and Desert You? How are the other cars gonna do that did well here? Because obviously the track demands a very different kind of car. So we will see what happens in the next race. That race will be tomorrow and at 6 p.m. Central European Standard Time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you again there. Until then, have a good one and see you next time. Bye bye.